All right, we have arrived halfway through the week here. It is a wet one outside. You tried to curl your hair,
No.
but it didn't work. I don't even know why I attempted.
The world laughed at me. It said, why are you wasting your time? It's all right. Love us for us. The humidity is affecting it.
Right.
But we have made it halfway through the week. And again, we are without our Heather, but for good reason.
Yes, because Pittsburgh Today Live, they had a huge live show this morning. They were kicking off the KDKA TV Turkey Fund, and it looked fantastic. I got a chance to check some of it out.
Look at these dancing turkeys. They do it all. They had DJ PDC, an auctioneer, karaoke, former Steelers Arthur Motes, and Chris Hoke showed up. It looked like so much fun. And again, all proceeds from this massive event and all the ticket sales and the auctions go to the KDKA Turkey Fund, which helps provide local families with food over the holidays. Oh my God, look at Heather and David matching.
I know, look at that.
How sweet.
They look so Thanksgiving. I was laughing because I heard both of them say they never thought that they would spend like their time in their career on stage with dancing turkeys.
No.
Like, who would have
That's when you know
guessed
you've peaked. There's nothing better than that.
Yes, no. So much fun.
You got it. And we got a great show planned for you today. No live audience here, but some great conversations. Have you ever heard of job hugging? This is everywhere. I'm seeing it on every single social media platform. Some people are doing it, holding on to their current gigs, whether they like them or not. The job market's a little shady right now.
A little bit, just a little bit.
And the grass isn't always greener. So we're going to talk to our friend Holly Wilbanks about what to do about job hugging, if it's a good idea. I don't know about all this.
I don't know about it either.
No.
So I can't wait to hear what she has to say about it. We're also catching up with RuPaul's Drag Race stars Lydia B. Collins and her boo, Corey King, about their brand new show. And I learned during this interview that Corey actually moved from Boston here to Pittsburgh.
To be with her?
Yes, to be with her.
Oh,
I didn't know.
love.
Like, that was revealed in the interview. So it's really good. They're a bunch of fun.
And after you were done with that interview, I remember saying, how was it? Because we love Lydia here, and you were like, it was amazing.
It was
because
amazing.
She's amazing.
She's amazing. They bring energy to everything that they do. So
They do.
Can't wait for you to see that.
It's going to be amazing. So I'm excited for a new little segment that we're talking about today. We're going to get into it. We're going to kick off the Kelly question of the week. And we want your opinions, your reactions. We really want your stories. Share them with us on Facebook and Instagram. And you'll see the Kelly question posted on Wednesdays and then on Thursdays. So tomorrow we'll talk about your comments and your stories. We make this show really for you every day. We want you to be a part of the conversation. And we especially noticed after the 3 o'clock drop how much fun we have getting into your life and you telling us, especially about celebrity crushes yesterday. That was a blast.
Yeah, I think we just want to know the tea. We want to know what you're really thinking. And you're going to kick us off with a question this week, right? So what is it?
So this is all inspired by an interview that Travis Kelce just did about his engagement with Taylor Swift. I thought Travis Kelce being kind of the Rico Suave that he comes out as. Like, he just comes out as cool, confident. And I know, obviously, that every man has that side, and hopefully, you know, their significant other gets to see the other. But he said that proposing to Taylor Swift was easily one of the most nerve-wracking things that he has ever done, ever. This man has been to the Super Bowl. He is a pro athlete. He has had that pressure on him.
Right.
He said, by far, this was the most intense pressure he has ever felt. And he didn't mention anything going wrong specifically, but I also know that, especially during a proposal, a lot of things can go wrong.
Absolutely.
And that is because, men, we love you so much, but when you make the plans, occasionally something falls through the cracks. So we want to know what didn't go as planned during your proposal.
Yeah, you know, this made me think of what didn't go as planned during my proposal. And it was beautiful, so sweet, loved it. But there was something that I missed. That was really, it was a huge
pivotal part.
Yeah, a pivotal part of the entire thing. But I'm going to save that until tomorrow because I don't. It's
you know,
yeah.
It's so funny.
You're going to look at me like, what?
How did you not notice?
Yeah.
I will say mine was supposed to be magical. His intentions were there. It was supposed to be from a storybook.
Yeah.
It was not. But you know what? That's okay. We give an A for effort.
We do.
We can't wait to hear your stories. Remember to give us your feedback on socials, and we'll talk about them tomorrow.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
And now for something that I feel like we have all been waiting on bated breath for. You know, we are theater kids around here. And we also love talking about topic A, and that is, come this November, going to be the second part of Wicked, the second movie. And the last and final trailer for Wicked for Good was released on social media just this morning. As I was leaving to take my kids to school, I was like, wait, is that it? Oh, no, I'll see it when I get to work.
Yeah, this is something that everyone has been talking about, everyone has been anticipating. So this is shaping up to be one of the biggest releases of the year, and I don't even know how it tops what happened last year with Wicked, but people are really looking forward to this. And so Elphaba and Glenda, they're going to be driven apart. So there's going to be some drama.
Oh, the tea is getting spilled in Oz.
My goodness, yes. So
take a look.
I'm a public figure now. People expect me to fly. Be encouraging.
You can't resist this.
Who could?
You know who could.
There's a house, and it's flying through the sky. I'm off to see the wizard.
Oh my, chills.
That looks so good. So this is expected to receive a similar amount of Oscar nominations as the first release last year. So that's Wicked for Good. It is out November 21st in theaters, and it looks so good.
It really does. And you also see some of the characters that we saw in the first one, which we know and love: Dorothy, Tin Man, Scarecrow, Lion. However, it's been reported by Empire that Dorothy will be seen largely from a distance or behind. So we don't know who is playing Dorothy yet, and that is, I think, the big mystery around this second movie, because this is kind of where the world of Wicked and Wizard of Oz both intersect.
Yeah.
And I also love how we're all blaming our kids for going to see this movie, but
the interesting thing is that I think Dorothy, she's going to be shot from behind.
The entire time.
The entire time, because they want to preserve like the original Dorothy and how you envisioned her. Yes. So
well, whoever even gets to be shot from behind, what an honor.
Yeah, what an honor. Okay, so speaking of the beginnings, let's take you back all the way to the original Wizard of Oz. And if you would like to see this movie, I mean, actually feel like you are in the movie, in the 1939 The Wizard of Oz, all you have to do is go to Las Vegas. This is an entertainment venue called the Sphere. This is amazing. The Wizard of Oz, it is the most watched movie of all time. And at this venue, the goal is to make you feel like you were in the studio when this was being shot. So this screen that you see this on, it is larger than 4 football fields, Kelly. So they use AI, visual effects, they're touching on every single sense. We're talking sight, touch, sound, smell. You are in the tornado, so you're getting smacked in the face.
There is air blowing through that woman's hair.
You're getting smacked in the face with winds and leaves. There's apples falling from the sky. There's drone monkeys flying everywhere. This is almost like a theme park ride, but no, you're sitting in the theater, and all of this is happening to you. You're not moving. So CBS Mornings, they did a behind-the-scenes report on this. So if you want to see more about this theater, go check it out. But this is in Las Vegas. It's called the Sphere. This is the Wizard of Oz. It's playing right now. And I'm going to book my tickets soon.
Really?
Yes, absolutely.
That looks enjoyable to you?
Absolutely.
I am on the hardest of it's going to be a no from me, Doc.
That's how I want to see every single movie. Like I want to feel like I am in it. I feel like this is going to start a new trend.
Definitely.
For how movies come in, and theaters are going to redo how they show everything, and you're going to feel like you're in the scene, in the movie.
I was all about the Sphere whenever the Backstreet Boys were there, because I think that and I'm pretty sure the Grateful Dead cover band was there before the Backstreet Boys. Those are concerts that I would absolutely die to go see in a venue like that. As far as the movie is concerned, I don't need a leaf whipping me in the face. I could easily watch that on a flat, maybe a projector if you're feeling a little bit crazy, but the vertigo that I would experience.
But you're not moving.
No, but everything around you is. I feel like just sitting, I would, no.
Look,
no.
You know how I am. If I'm going to do something, I'm going to go all the way in. And if I'm going to go watch a movie and take the time, I want to be Dorothy. I want to feel like you cast me. So I'm in.
Mikey is Dorothy. That's why they're shooting it from behind.
That's why.
You know. I am really excited to talk about this next one because, I mean, that idea simply makes me want to scream. But if you've made it halfway through your work week, which obviously you have, there's probably been something or someone that has made you just want to lose your mind. These days especially. Yes. So, thank goodness we now have a set time and place to lose our mind, all courtesy of Scream Pittsburgh. I love this idea. I really do. That's Cassie. She's the founder of Scream Pittsburgh, which is a social club that meets at Point State Park every Sunday morning to scream into the void. And at each Scream sesh, she calls it, as she's deemed it, she collects donations to give back to a charity of the month. So September's is Light of Life Rescue Mission. She describes this all in her Instagram because I know it feels weird to just gather with a bunch of strangers and scream.
Does it?
However, he's like, no, actually, nothing's made more sense to me ever. But in her Instagram bio, she said this is a safe community where friends will be made. And not only do I love, again, the idea of screaming into the void, I think people need this right now. I think this is an outlet that we need.
Matter of fact, we tried this. We tried this.
Oh my God, we did.
Yes, we did, because I just said, you know, if we're going to have a scream club, we can't join her. She's not here. So let's do a little bit of screaming ourselves. And so what happened was I said, let's do it in the building, but first let's alert everyone that no one's dying. We are not being attacked. We're just letting off some frustration.
And you said that you let a bunch of lawyers know that.
I did.
And they looked like, is someone going to charge you? Are you okay?
Are you okay?
It was alarming, but it was releasing.
Yeah, so I think we have some video of that and how that went. Okay, so we're in the conference room here. Oh yeah, Kel.
How'd that feel? Really? The acoustics. Really good. The acoustics. Truly.
Yes,
it made it louder.
Here I go. Okay, here we go.
Let out some frustration.
Oh, you can tell.
What I loved about Mikey's, it's the round two. It's the like, oh, but I don't have it all out
yet.
You
always have that last little bit that needs to come out that you were repressing, and then I just let it out, and it felt good.
Absolutely. I imagine that this is how people feel post-workout. Like at the end where you're just like, I have to imagine that.
Yeah, because it never happens to
not
me.
happening to me in real life.
It made me think, though, how often do you get a chance to scream like that? Yeah. I mean, you get to a point, and I would imagine, where something has happened to you, and you're just so frustrated, you don't know what to do. The only thing left to do is scream.
That's it. My husband says that I take all my frustration out on our cabinetry at home. Whenever I get home, because whenever I've had a rough day, and you know when you walk in and you've had a day, but your whole family is there, like even the dog's looking at you, waiting for your vibe because mom sets the vibe, I'll be like, we're good. We're good. We were fine. And then it's just, you know, boom, boom. I'm opening because I'm usually about to cook dinner or something.
Yeah. So is that when they know to clear the room?
They just be easy on mama.
Okay.
You know?
All right.
I think I'm just going to start screaming off my porch and see what my neighbors say.
I think you should try that.
Keep it snazzy.
Yes, love that.
Still to come on Talk Pittsburgh, the Steelers are taking on the Vikings in Ireland this weekend. And as they head across the pond, we're setting up on our Irish phrases so we can armchair quarterback in style, because nothing says superfan like shouting slancha after a touchdown.
What? Okay. And you may be popping pills that promise better health, but are they really doing anything? Dr. Natalie Gentile is sharing the truth about supplements in today's Wellness Wednesday. That's next. This year alone, Americans are set to spend over $35 billion on dietary supplements, from vitamins to trendy powders and everything in between.
But are they actually helping or just draining your wallet? Dr. Natalie Gentile is breaking down which supplements are actually worth it and which ones you can leave on the shelf. So, especially with social media, I have to say, the things that you just mentioned, Mikey, have all been served to me a million times. However, I don't know necessarily if I'm even supposed to be the targeted person taking them. How and why do people take supplements in the first place?
I think we also have to understand that a lot of this is targeted algorithms, right?
Yes.
The algorithm hears you talking about, you know, your age range and the things that are maybe plaguing you, and so it says, hey, here's something to market to you. And I think we are so obsessed with taking supplements because there is a big push to be quote unquote healthier, and a lot of these supplements really will market to say they are the cure that you need.
Yeah, I feel like you're looking at me when you said that.
Yeah.
I have a large supply of supplements. Matter of fact, I have the vitamin shop in my basement. Are there supplements that you would suggest would say that are worth taking versus ones maybe that you should avoid?
Yeah, I think we do have a lot of evidence around a couple of them. When indicated because you have a deficiency, I think we should lay that out, right? Iron is one of them. Vitamin D is another one, and then B12. So there are instances where all of those, we have good evidence that they can be beneficial, especially when they're supplementing a certain dietary pattern, like people who aren't getting a lot of B12, for example. I see a ton of iron deficiency in my practice, you know, and that's something that you can have checked with lab work. And then vitamin D deficiency, I mean, it's Pittsburgh. It is everywhere.
We have no sun.
Yes, exactly.
Funny you should say that. Last year on a Wellness Wednesday, we talked about vitamin D. I started taking a supplement every single night, and it is amazing how it really has helped. But there's something about supplements I also want to mention, because it is not a one and done thing. This is not like taking something for a headache. You need the buildup of this in your system to get the benefits, right?
Yes, consistently taking them and also taking them the right way. So iron is fickle. Like, you have to take it a certain way. You need to avoid taking it with coffee. Things are going to affect its absorption,
And
like
calcium.
vitamin C.
Yeah.
Exactly. Something like taking vitamin D, that's a fat absorbable vitamin, so you want to take that with a meal. You know, something that's going to help your body take it in better. And yes, you need to take it consistently.
Yeah, and we know that fruits and vegetables, they do have vitamin content in them. So when should you be eating those versus taking vitamins? And kind of what is the difference between the vitamins that you get from fruits and vegetables versus ones that you can supplement with?
Sure. So supplements, we have to also understand, is a completely unregulated industry in the sense of we don't actually know what's in them to the full
That's
degree.
scary,
That
Natalie.
is scary,
Yes.
right? And so you need to take it with a grain of salt that what you think you're getting on an ingredient label may not be the full story. Whereas with fruits and vegetables, even though there are issues with our agriculture in this country, you know, they still are our main source of vitamins and minerals, and they come in a full pack that's already working together, right? Like, they are created that way from the ground to give you everything you need, including fiber, right? And it's all an important combination that you are not just going to get from isolating it out into a vitamin or something.
Yeah. Does it affect the vitamin if you drown that salad in ranch?
Sure.
Actually, we'll
next
talk about
Wellness
that.
Wednesday.
Yeah, perfect. That'll be the question. So I especially want to know about the supplements that support immune health. I think right now more than ever, we have these new germs being introduced, especially if you have kids in the house. Are any of them legit as far as supporting our immune health?
So we do know that vitamin C can be really helpful, or zinc. These can come from foods. What we worry about with taking too much supplement vitamin C is you can actually increase your risk of kidney stones, which is no bueno.
No.
We don't want that.
We don't want that. So again, getting it from your citrus fruits, that's where we want to aim for. And then things like turmeric, these anti-inflammatory properties, just use the actual turmeric spice. Put it in your smoothie, put it into your cooking, and it's a much more controlled intake than taking it, again, from a distilled down supplement.
Yeah, what about cinnamon? I know a lot of people take cinnamon. Does that help with, is it blood pressure
Blood
or
sugar.
blood sugar?
Yep, we like to use cinnamon in patients who have diabetes or pre-diabetes. Again, using it just in a spice, great option.
I love this. And the only way to find out if you're deficient in any of these certain vitamins is a blood panel, correct?
Yeah, you can ask your doctor.
Yeah,
Talk
easy
about
as
vitamin
that.
D, talk about your iron levels, talk about your B12. These are easy questions that can easily be answered with blood work.
Yeah, I have all of those supplements. Actually, and a backup, just in case
My
I run
girl's
out.
deficient.
Yes.
Thanks for being here, Natalie. If you're interested in learning more about Direct Care Physicians of Pittsburgh or Rebel Wellness, head on over to our website, kdk.com/talkpittsburgh.
All right, coming up on the show, a major masonry competition is getting ready to hit our city. Find out where you can see this showcase of local skill and our own friendly competition that may require a structural inspection. Yes, that is true. That's next. You've probably heard of Battle of the Bands, but have you heard of Battle of the Bricks? There's a showdown coming to Station Square that promises to be mighty, just letting it all just all those masonry skills hang out.
They really set you up for success there, babe. They did. Get your hard hats ready for the Spec Mix Bricklayer 500 happening tomorrow at Highmark Stadium. John Worley and Adam Harris are here to put our skills to the test. But before we obviously and professionally lay these bricks,
Yes.
because that's something Mikey and I do at our spare time.
Absolutely.
I would love to know, John, what are going to be some of the competitions tomorrow that people can see?
So tomorrow we'll have the Bricklayer 500. That's the big one. That's where the bricklayers will have an hour to lay as many brick as they can. And it's a true test of grit, and it's quite a feat for for us to see that.
I would
Well,
say.
speaking of grit, I mean, what type of stamina does it take to compete at this level?
Well, the crazy part is in a normal day for our guys that we employ, if they lay 500 brick throughout the course of a day, they're doing incredible. But these guys will do 600 brick in an hour, right? In an hour. I mean, it's a sprint of what they're doing, and it's absolutely incredible. And the most insane part about it is the high quality that these guys actually show too. You know, so these guys are excellent craftsmen. They're phenomenal. They've spent years and years, you know, studying and training to do this, and then to put it all on the line for this is phenomenal.
Because you're not just throwing down bricks. They have to be precise. They have to be straight, right? And they can't fall over.
There's all kinds of tolerances too. They're judged on this where it's not just how many brick they lay in an hour. There's deductions if the brick are too wide, they're not straight, they're out of level. So it's not just how many quantity they're going to lay. It has to be good quality.
You guys are savage with the judging. Please be nice. Please be nicer to us when we do it.
We'll grade it on a curve.
Okay, we appreciate that. And we may not always think of masonry as a career path for young people or women, unfortunately, and that is something that you guys are trying to change, right?
Absolutely, yes. And training is one of the biggest things that our union uses Local 9. As you earn as you learn. It's a great way to think about that. You have our apprenticeship. You come in, we train you, you go out on the job site, you learn from the journeyman out there, and you can build yourself a nice career out of that.
I would say.
I love it. Okay, well, I'm excited to get started here. I feel like we're going to do great at laying these bricks. So what are we doing?
If this doesn't work
Absolutely.
out, I will hire you, and, you know, we can put you on a job site, and, you know.
I think I'm more of a personality hire for the Masonry Association.
Hey, all right.
And
I'll get the vibes
I'll
up.
put in the work here.
Excellent. So, John, can you please show us a demo?
Absolutely. So here's your trowel here.
All right. What are these called again?
Those are trowels.
Trial. That's what
Yep.
this is.
Okay,
So what we want to do here,
mix it up. Do you need help
mix
with
up
that?
a little bit. Get yourself a little bit. And what we're going to do is we're going to get a nice full trowelful, if you can.
trowelful.
And then right here, if you excuse me, Kelly,
please.
I'm going to throw a little bit of mud here, and we're just going to put a little spread. We're going to spread our mortar out.
You did that so easily.
This.
Give it a quick furl.
Yeah, there we go.
There you
That
go.
was beautiful.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
And
Mikey,
then we'll
try
set
that,
our brick
Kel.
on there. Do you want to give it a
Excellent.
shot?
I really
Slower.
appreciate you getting me
Absolutely.
started here, John.
Absolutely. So you're
gonna-
left-handed, so you're going to want to come around this way and start and lay
Is that
out.
enough?
Yeah, we want to get it
Yep.
so it's all the way across there, John. You want to put a nice little bed joint
Yeah,
here
we
for
can put
Mikey
some
so
on
she can, all right.
So here is,
you a little bit more.
I would say, something that I didn't think was going to be as difficult about this. Do you need to get it in those holes? Or is it, do you want it to lay on top?
You want to make sure that there's enough mud on top
Oh,
like this.
I didn't have enough
And then
mud.
as you push your
Yep.
brick down, the holes fill, and that helps with the structural part of the brick.
So tell us more about the event. Can people come watch? It's at Highmark Stadium. Can people come watch for free? Do they need a ticket?
No, this is entirely free. Show up, park out. It's down at Highmark Stadium down in Station Square.
Just go
Pull
on.
up, free. Yep,
Then
just
you
lay,
wanna put that
split
right
it.
in the middle.
We call that, no, right now.
Here, right here. So we want to go right there.
Oh, in
so
the
we have a
middle.
half pond. That's
So
how
it's
I
free.
see.
The competition actually
you'll do the
starts
same
at
thing.
11
Center of your
tomorrow,
hole,
but
go right to
the
center of the one.
gates open at around 9.
Okay, and so what if someone is
Yep.
interested in getting into masonry? Like, what type of training do they need?
Well, the great thing is that if they enroll at Local 9, they immediately will go through a pre-job program for a
Quick
few
little
weeks
head
to
joint.
get an understanding of exactly. Look at you, you're digging this,
Yeah,
aren't you?
yeah, yeah.
You know, and they go to Local 9, they get some training. And
Then we
the
can have our head
best
joint.
part about it is they come out there
that
with a
shot.
few weeks
You're
of
left
training,
hand, so
and they can start making $27 an hour.
What?
Right, and that's just in their pocket. That doesn't include health insurance, pension, all these other things. So you
go.
have the opportunity to make $27 an hour with really no training right off the bat.
Sign
So
me
like John
up.
said, earn while you learn. There's an opportunity to make a great living without, that is, I think she went, do you want to enter tomorrow?
Talk about, I think so.
I mean,
that is,
all I'm going to
phenomenal.
say is,
Do you need me to build you a house?
I do. Some anybody needs chimney repairs, foundation?
Yeah, there-
I think
that's
we
all
have
right,
a-
we're going to give the W to Mikey. I was hanging on every word that my friends were saying. That's fine.
Recover kill there.
This really was fun, and we're about to talk about job hugging. If you really are trying to get out of the job you don't love and get into this, your biceps are going to be incredible.
Absolutely.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
So
Thank
much
you.
fun.
So much.
Really fun.
Yeah.
The Spec Mix Bricklayer 500 is happening tomorrow at Highmark Stadium. We're going to have more info about it on our website, kdk.com/talkpittsburgh.
I like to get my hands a little dirty.
Yes, you do.
All right, so to come on the show, would you ever hire a family for the day? We'll show you how it works and why some people are doing it. That's next.
Sometimes sometimes the picture-perfect friend or family member aren't exactly what they seem.
Yeah, and in fact, for some, it's not even real. Now, I know you can rent a lot of things in life. You can rent a family now. So rent a family is happening a lot. It's a growing industry in Japan. This is from Mental Aspect. I saw this story and I was fascinated by it. So this is where actors, they step into some of the most intimate roles in your life. And if you need something, they're there for you. For example, if you need a boyfriend for a wedding, you can hire one.
Oh,
No
what?
need to have the real thing. If you need a father for your child, you can rent one of those as
I'm
well.
sorry, pump the brakes. Are these people acting for a night, like for a family picture?
However, you can rent them if you need them for a month. They're there. If you need a wife for family gatherings, you pay them to perform, and no one has to know. And so you may be asking, hey, why would someone do this? Well, you could maybe are trying to hide a divorce, ease loneliness, impress your coworkers. Some clients, like you asked, Kelly, they rent a husband for years. Others rent an entire family. This could be really good for the holidays. Think holidays, think Christmas, Thanksgiving, or for big birthday milestones. You can rent everyone.
But here's my thing. So you show up with Randy for Thanksgiving, and then you know what? You like him so much it goes well. He's going to come back around for Christmas. Are you going to get a new Randy next holiday season? Are we trading these things out? I just need to know what roles they'll play.
Well, I mean, hopefully that same Randy works there. He's dedicated to the company, and so you can continually rent Randy. Now, Randy might be the father to another family because they juggle multiple families at the same time. But that's their job. So
okay, you're right. You can't get mad.
He's with you by day and could be with someone else by night. I don't know.
You know, this is usually not the vibe that I take on these things. It's usually like, okay, whatever you have to do, go do it, do you. But this, I feel like, could start a much bigger conversation about societal pressures, especially from our own families.
Yeah.
Because think about it, just like you said, it was the first thing I thought was you're hiding a divorce from your family. Why can't we all feel comfortable enough to go to our family with that kind of vulnerable news? I know a lot of people would not feel comfy.
No, because a divorce can be really embarrassing.
Absolutely.
And yet, especially if people were rooting for you and you have so many things tied, like your career, your life. I mean, for most people who get a divorce, that's the case. So I get just wanting to rent. I don't know if you rent a lookalike, because people would know that wasn't your husband. But maybe he stayed in a lot and people don't really know what he looks like. So this doesn't matter.
The only time that I really like this idea is for a wedding date, is for like a one-off. If I just need to stand with a good-looking stranger, have a cocktail dinner.
Like if your ex is going to be there.
You
need a date. You can't show up solo.
No, you are renting the sexiest Randy on that website.
Absolutely.
Every day.
I would do that. I would
Such a good idea.
Absolutely do that.
I know, and I will say, to rent these people who are then going to pose as your spouse, I think it's a little risky to do it for your own personal family, because mine's very nebby.
Yeah.
They would want to know, where'd you meet? I mean, what do you do for a living?
You come up with that.
They're actors.
They're actors. So you have a whole just script and backstory to their character, to how you guys met, how, the things that you like to do for fun. All of that comes with, I'm sure, a very hefty price.
I was going to say, if you have a judgy, nebby family, this is for you. Go get you a Randy.
Love it.
Me too. Now, from renting relatives to clinging to careers, some people are holding on to their job like it's family. Is it loyalty, fear of change, or just a little too comfy in that office chair? Our business expert is weighing in.
And their love story started on reality TV. Now they're taking it global, touring together and co-hosting a brand new show. We're catching up with Pittsburgh drag superstar Lydia B. Collins and our city's newest resident, Corey King. That's next.
They fell in love on reality TV. Now they're turning what chemistry into a global tour in a brand new show called Pillow Talk.
Yeah, caught up with Pittsburgh's own drag superstar Lydia B. Collins and her boo thing, Corey King. Take a look.
All right, Lydia, so good to see you again.
Good to see you too. How are you?
And Corey, I'm so excited to meet you. I've heard so many wonderful things about you.
Okay, good.
So I know you guys met on RuPaul's Drag Race season 17. My question is, was it love at first sight?
Yes.
For
Yes.
me, for
100%.
me. Well, yes, I can't. Well, Corey, yes, I think so as well. But as soon as Corey got out of drag, she came in walking in like this big birthday clown, and then she got out of drag, and I was like, oh my God. So yeah, I was absolutely immediately hooked.
Yeah, and you, Corey?
Oh yeah. As soon as even still in drag, she had this like beautiful smile, and she like her voice was just you did, and you were just like so like nice, like bubbly, and I was like, I want to get to know her.
Now, you guys have been doing some YouTube videos together, a lot of stuff on social media. Is that what kind of
Yes.
inspired this new show called Pillow Talk? Because we're also excited about it.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of like it's like onions. You know what I mean? Like it's like they're like unpeeling the layers of our relationship.
I love a good onion. And so this is really a look at your relationship and your love life. You are letting the public in, and they're going to get to know you guys really, really well. Do you think that there's something that people might be surprised to find out?
Ooh.
I feel like at this point, no. I feel like they've seen it all. I feel like at this point, from the show to like social media to YouTube, I feel like they've seen everything at this point.
Yeah, the freakery can only run so deep, and I think that we have hit rock bottom of freakness.
Yes.
So I want the tea here. I want to know what was your first date like?
Oh my God, what was our first date?
I mean,
what were you gonna say?
we had a couple ones. Technically, it was at an undisclosed location at a hot tub, and we were just chilling out. But what was our first date like officially? What would you say? Because we've had a couple first dates.
I feel like the first like fancy day was like we went to in Boston, went to a drag show. And
Oh
it
yes.
was at Venetian Moon. I feel like that was the most like real like we like sit down date. We watched this like drag show in Boston. And it was very like we had like a glass of wine or
Some
two.
pasta.
I love that. Did you guys kiss on the first date?
Oh, we kissed way before the first date.
Well, the first kiss was on the show, that lip sync. That was the first kiss, you know what I mean? But oh yeah, for sure.
Also, and I hope I'm not digging too deep, but I was curious because Lydia, you're here in Pittsburgh. Corey, where do you live?
I had moved to Pittsburgh the last like 2 months ago in
You
July.
moved to Pittsburgh, so I love that.
Oh yeah, we're neighbors. We're neighbors.
We're currently
live,
in
like-
2 different places right now, but we do.
Yeah, but we
can be
live like
back
3
the
minutes
same.
away.
Yeah.
Because initially it was a long distance relationship, right?
Yeah.
It was
I lived in
dreadful.
Boston.
It was dreadful.
You guys are couple goals. I love that.
Yeah.
Lydia, I know you know Pittsburgh very well. Corey, you've only been here for a short amount of time. What is your favorite thing about the book?
I'm not gonna lie.
Planet Fitness.
I'm gonna say the gym. I don't leave my house. I literally just go to the gym and the supermarket. The only time I ever leave to a different place is when Lydia drags me there.
I've taken her to the Overlooks. I've taken her out to see a bunch of drag shows in Pittsburgh. I like to take her to Applebee's as well whenever we're home sometimes. No Permani Bros yet, but we'll get her there someday.
I was going to say that needs to be on the list. We need to get her
Right.
out more often.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you to the both of you. I mean, we're so looking forward to the show. It's going to be so much fun, and you both have so much energy. And I'm so glad that you both are in Pittsburgh now. Love that.
Yeah, it's lovely. Thank you.
They were hilarious.
And so sweet and so relatable. The one doesn't like to go out. The one hits the town. Is that not everyone?
She said Applebee's.
Yeah, that's true. I love Applebee's too. I get it.
All right. Well, Pillow Talk is out now. It's streaming on Wow Presents Plus, and you can catch Corey and Lydia live at the Pittsburgh Improv next month.
Love supporting them. Yeah. We only have to wait a few more days for the Steelers-Vikings game in Ireland. Next, we're brushing up on Irish slang and touchdown-worthy toast so you can show off at your Sunday tailgate. Don't go anywhere.
warning, if you're Irish, you may want to stick your earplugs in for this one because we're about to butcher Gaelic.
Yes,
really
we
bad.
are.
Yeah.
We're learning some words and phrases to impress your friends and family during the Steelers game in Ireland this Sunday. So we're going to see a word on the screen, try to pronounce it, and guess what it means. I want to, again, up front apologize to my very Irish family.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. Number 1. Cilantro. I know this one. This is cilantro, and it's their equivalent of cheers.
Oh, wow. Good job.
I do. That's the only one I will probably know
What?
here.
Cilantro.
And it actually means health, which is to good health. That's what they cheers to in Ireland.
Well, cilantro.
Cilantro to you.
Okay. What's the crack? What's the
The
crack?
crack.
The crack.
The crack.
What?
Crack? That looks.
What's the crack?
What's the crack? I would imagine that means what's the deal? Yo.
Oh,
What's going on?
You got that one too.
Very
Awesome.
cool.
Good job.
All right. Next one is going to be beer bua.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
A beer bua. I'll take 2 beer buas.
Beer bua. Beer bua.
What do we think it means?
It means.
I don't know why it feels derogatory. So I feel
beer
like
bua. What? Beer bua, and you would be like,
no.
no, I don't want to do that.
I have no idea. Oh, it's positive. Bear bua. We were saying it right.
Yes.
Grab a win.
Okay, so I'm assuming all of these have to do with kind of sports.
There's a
and
theme
cheer.
here.
Okay, so that's good to know.
Bear bua.
Beer bua.
Okay, look at that.
Okay, Squirrelise.
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 You would say this in celebration, I would imagine.
We won.
Squirrelise, we got it. He scored.
Oh, he scored.
Squirrelise.
Squirrelise.
Okay, so
A
you
roll.
roll the R, and then you
roll.
Oh, this is so good. Right now, I have so many family members right now. They're cousins. My parents just got home from 2 weeks in Ireland.
That's right. You should.
It's
know
the
this.
motherland. I should know this.
You know what? I feel like our producer Alante, he purposely did this
Every
to
time.
make us just look bad.
But also
We
to
knew.
teach you. So I hope that you take some of these words and forget everything we said.
Did you learn something?
On
Did
Sunday
you?
morning.
Really? All right.
Got it.
We'll make
Plancha.
sure. All right, make sure to keep it right here on KDKA. Bob Pompiani and Rich Walsh are on the ground in Dublin. They'll keep you up to date on everything Steelers from across the pond starting tomorrow during the evening news.
And still to come on Talk Pittsburgh, is commitment at work the new power move or a career comfort trap? Find out if riding out your current job is a smart move or if it's slowing your growth. That's next. Some people bounce between jobs like it's a sport. Well, lately there's been a counter trend, staying in one place, digging in deep, growing roots. It's called job hugging.
Holly Wilbanks is sharing why some employees are choosing to stay put and what it can mean long term for them. I feel like this is happening a lot, but for people who have never heard this term before, what does job hugging mean?
So job hugging is the concept that people are not looking at the market, they're not leaving their job, they're literally hugging it or clinging to it, staying put so that they can make sure out of fear or uncertainty that they actually still get some sort of compensation benefits and all the other wonderful things we report to the man for every day.
There you go. And I was going to say, the term in and of itself sounds so nice.
It does.
It sounds so pleasant. We're just hugging our careers. We're so grateful for them. But obviously, there is we're doing it in fear, like you said, or uncertainty. When did all of this start? Because I'm seeing it everywhere, Holly.
So this really started about 2 years ago, first with the tech layoffs, and then you saw the tech people kind of hugging their jobs. And then it trickled out in 2024 to other industries as well. That was due to a lot of economic uncertainty in the market. It was due to the fact that that great resignation we experienced finally started to level out, right? And then this year is when we really saw the term job hugging take hold. And that is due to the layoffs that have been happening or continuing this year. We're also seeing a lot of opportunities not being posted in the market or not filled, so there's a lack of opportunities out there. But overall, there is uncertainty and sort of insecurity, instability within the job market right now.
I'm just curious, what percentage of people are doing this? And I'm sure it's pretty high.
So the most recent statistic is 45% of people are clinging for dear life. They're not online, they're not scouring job boards. They're hunkered down and trying to figure out how they can make what they have work and trying to grow what they currently have in terms of their career.
Almost half of the workforce is staying right now in positions that they don't necessarily love. Some would call this, I would say, settling outside of obviously such a turmoil place in the job market. But how do you personally feel about job hugging? Like right now, if one of your clients was like, should I just stay put? Is this a good time to just stay put?
That is, first of all, it varies from person to person, position to position, company to company, industry to industry, okay? So you got to factor all of these things in. So my answer would be different for each one of my clients, quite frankly. But in general, we are seeing some trends emerge where job hugging is sometimes a benefit and sometimes there are consequences to that long term.
Yeah, I would have to imagine on both sides, because if you are someone who's newer to the job market and you're looking for a job, there are none available because everyone is holding on to the jobs far longer than they need to. And on the flip side of that, if you're in a position and let's just say maybe you don't like it or you're miserable, you're still staying.
Exactly. Yeah. And so to your point, people are noticing there aren't as many jobs posted. They're also noticing that the people who are above them, who might normally leave for the next level position, they're staying put, so there's nowhere for them to advance. And so we are seeing a lot of people feeling frustrated, feeling disengaged, maybe even burning out because they're sitting in jobs that they wouldn't normally sit in. They might actually make a move for either internally or externally. So,
and is that one of the consequences of job hugging that you would say is probably the biggest one?
Yes, is that you don't have those advancement opportunities that you might have if you go somewhere else. Right. This isn't the case in every situation, but it is something to keep in mind. And a lot of time with advancement, not only do you get a new title, new responsibilities and skills, but you also sometimes get new compensation.
Yeah.
So we are seeing a lot of compensation stagnate out there in the market right now as well.
I mean, the thought to grow in your career financially is number one to, I would say, 99%. Whenever you do feel like you're just stagnant and sitting on one certain level, that can do a lot for your mental health at work.
It absolutely can. And so what we're recommending to our clients is, first of all, if you are deciding to stay put either out of necessity or you fear that there's nothing else out there or you just want to, one of the things you can do is shift your mindset. So say to yourself, instead of thinking, oh, I'm stuck here, or, oh, I guess I'll make the most of it here, think of yourself as saying, what does staying give me the opportunity to do?
Love that.
Take that and really see what are the opportunities you can get from that. And we also tell our clients, don't wait for your employer to create those opportunities for you. You need to think about what you want to get out of your career and then go and do that upskilling yourself. And that can be as simple as listening to podcasts, reading books, going to networking events throughout the city of Pittsburgh. Building relationships is a great reason to focus on staying put in your job, not only internally, but externally. Build that network that you've always wanted so that when the market does open up to your liking and you are ready to make a move, then you have that network to support that.
I love that because you're taking things in your own hands.
Absolutely. And it's not an if, it's a when. Things will get better, but hold on tight.
Oh, I know that feeling of being on edge sometimes. Yeah. All right.
Totally.
Well, thank you, Holly.
Thank
Appreciate it. Good advice.
Awesome. We're going to have more info about the Wilbanks Consulting Group on our website, kdk.com/talkpittsburgh. Hope you learned something too. We'll be right back. Between the supplements, the job hugging,
and the bricklaying,
we learned so much.
We did.
Happy to do it with you.
Absolutely.
Coming up tomorrow on Talk Pittsburgh, he's proved to all of America that he's got talent, and now he's bringing his mental skills to the Steel City. Psychic comedian Peter Antonio is telling jokes and fortunes right here on our show.
And these soup dumplings are anything but simple. The Michelin recommended restaurant that recently opened on the South Side is here in our kitchen, and we can't wait to learn the secrets to these doughy little treats.
Thanks for joining us for Talk Pittsburgh. We'll also be streaming on CBS News Pittsburgh tonight at 9. KDK TV News at 4 starts now.